Belize is teamed.
Dan Artosis. How are you?
My friend Roddy would just kill me in StarCraft. I'm like, what about me? I kill you in StarCraft too. But I mean, this is great, man. It's the WCS Global Finals. And we got like such good players here. The storylines are out of control. We actually have a foreigner or two that might be able to win the tournament.
And keep in mind, even if it doesn't hit that now, it might fly through it later on.
Okay, the Adepts are going to shade on top of these Marines. Oracle's going to show up, but the Viking shows up as well. And I actually think that Special's going to be able to deflect this without any issues. Picks up one Adept, almost gets the second one. But a ball Voltaceless takes 0 damage. Damn, Special's playing so good so far.
Yeah, Special's reacted basically perfectly to what was thrown at him early on there. That Widowmine's still going to be a factor. We know that the Oracle, oh my god, okay, here we go. Oh no! It's gone!
It's the random Oracle, Tasteless. The random Oracle always connects. Incredibly well done by Special.
And the Oracle knew at the last moment. He tagged it. He saw the killer at the last moment.
That is the only Oracle that's out on the map as well, right? Oh, and Special's so good. He even moved it. I mean, Sets was like, well, if I'm going to lose it, at least I'm going to be able to kill it.
Right. I can hear myself fine. I've lost audio for you here, but I'll take this one from here for a little bit. We have the Marines continuing to push out and poke here. A lot of gateways, though, coming down here for stats right now. The Vikings coming over here, the one Viking, excuse me, coming over now to scout this. So he's going to see this. It's possible Special may poke for just a little bit and then try to back off. A little bit of harass here with the Liberator now coming in. And as you can see here, this is getting kind of
as well. I don't know how Seth's going to be able to hang in there. He does have gateways finishing up. He's warping in as many Adepts as possible. There is a Stasis Ward. Oh, that could save Stats.
Oh my god, he's going right by it.
Are you kidding me?
It's going to be triggered by that one Marine in the back. Okay, he's getting into a very good position. The booby traps on the map did not slow the Terran down.
More Stasis Wards being annoying, but Stasis Wards don't kill these units. That mineral line is incredibly exposed. The Stalkers that were just warped in, I'm not sure if he has Blink or not. That's a very risky warp in. With a couple of more units, Stats is going to try to make one last hold here, but can he kill the Liberators and the Widowmines?
It's getting smaller and smaller army size here for the Protoss. As the Immortal tries to retreat, it's taken out as well. The Protoss army just doesn't have the sophistication there to take on the brunt of the Terran forces. Some Adepts coming here from behind, but also soaking up a lot of mine hits as finally Special has breached this location on the map and will take this Nexus out, making it 2 base versus 2 base.
Yep, because he lost his own command center as well. The Adepts did a decent job in picking off a couple of these mines, but does Stats have enough units? He's just running so incredibly low. I don't see anything. He's going to warp in a couple of Stalkers, but normally Special should be able to end the game with this push, and that would be one hell of an upset to start this WCS Global Finals.
He's getting closer and closer. He's unpowered now, the Robo.
Taking down a win 2-1 over Stats as the player that's ranked 8th.
He's trying to get his hatcheries back up. And just trying to use like long-range spellcasting abilities to get it done. Cloaks from the Ghost and the imps on the Infestors again! Beautiful from TY. Loses 2 Ghosts, but the Infestors are taken out of the equation. And they are basically the backbone of this army for Snoot here. Scans and takes them out as well.
And TY knows that without the Infestors, you just have to fight me now. There's nothing for me to be afraid.
It's too much.
Gonna stem forward, spread the concave. Space doesn't mean anything other than that army there, which is everything for Snoot. And Snoot, you got nowhere to go. TY has cornered you, and it is time.
He's making what he can. He's just getting as many lings out as he can. But TY, make no mistake, is pushing the end of this game here. Snoot taking a back fight, and there it is.
So I generally always have to play late game on Mech Depot. I don't mind it though. Like, I feel like it's pretty easy to pick your opponents apart, especially if they go Brood Lords like Rogue did, because they're so slow. You can always just move your army from one side to the other and pick off bases, kill a bunch of spores, and get some good harassment in. So you end up with a lot more money, and then you suicide your probes, make a big Protoss army, you A-move, and you spam feedbacks on the Infestors. You hope it works.
Well, somehow I feel like other Protoss players out there would disagree that it's that easy, but you just said this is a huge confidence booster, and next up you're going to be going up against a
super comfortable undies as I get up and set up that giveaway.
Yeah, Nurture even kind of accidentally going down here. A couple drones pop up from the natural. I guess he had those already making. This is a pretty even, like, it should be an even fight, especially with the queen here, but Su is going to try and take it. Actually,
he actually got a
Inertio's
nice angle on those Zerglings. Su did. There was a few Inertio Zerglings that were exposed at the front. They got surrounded, and now a couple drones are going to go down, and he's going to get a queen as well.
Uh-oh.
Very, very good start to game 2 here for Su. Coming out of the gates confident with 2 early pool rushes, and even though it didn't work in game number 1, he is now establishing an amazing lead for himself in game number 2.
That was really good, and even a random drone decides I want to be a warrior, went off and is going to die for it. This one's not going to be able to become a hatchery. This is actually the worst case scenario for Inertio. He pulled the drones, and then his queen died, and then a couple more drones die as they're just like flying around here.
Oh, even loses that drone that he wanted to retake the expansion with. It really is a nightmare situation here for Inertio and Su's Zerglings. They're not done. They keep going for another deny. And they're not going to be able to get that drone, but they've already done.
La muerte. La muerte. La muerte del caster. La muerte del caster. He muerto. Sigo vivo. Sigo vivo. Suscríbete. Sigo vivo. Lo he conseguido. He aguantado. He aguantado. He aguantado. He aguantado. Sí. Sigo vivo. Sí.
Unfortunately, it was only game 1 that went so well. Game 2, I'm not sure what happened. It felt like he was indecisive. Should he defend the hatch? Should he not? And in the end, he just fell way too far behind.
He came so close, but yet was so far. That's it. Our job is done.
Yeah, goodbye. Scarier, but if you would, Todd, be so kind as to look at that supply. I mean, the probe count is...
Usually, it's either going to be infestors or swarm hosts. And yeah, you were right. Right on the money, Artosis.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Well,
whatever happened to Patrician Glance? Is that upgrade still in the game?
It is still in the game, actually, but Zergs don't get it. They don't like
I have to wait for it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I need these right away.
When they will be like this, with like a Storm, we won't get it. We'll just use Item Plus for feedback. Where like Storm takes...
I know. It's going to be In Control's favorite, yeah. Look at this drop harassment. Even picks up those Banelings again. Just such good play. But the Archon comes
my
up.
God.
No!
Oh
my. 13 probes!
So sick. Neeb didn't even look anymore. He probably thought like the Banelings were gone, like they were on the ground and they had died. No, they were loaded up in the Overlords. Start mining again with the new base that he took at the bottom and plus that one. And he might start taking the top left-hand side as well. Like it's not even a split map at this point. Well, he's playing a real estate game and he's winning.
Oh my gosh. He has Boardwalk and Park Place right now. But Rogue, I mean, if you got hotels on Baltic Ave, man, you still have a fighting chance.
You're such a nerd. I love it.
I'm a Monopoly pro, Todd. You should know this.
Nuclear missile ready. Woo! What's up, bitch? That's what I'm talking about. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? Do you fucking understand? Boom! Do you understand? This game. Oh, shit.
Come state your request.
Okay, it looks like a Revelation goes off, and he actually recalls. So giving a lot of respect here, and now he knows where he recalled to because the Interceptors fly that way. But a lot of respect given there to Rogue. As soon as he sees that Rogue's actual army is coming, he doesn't want any part of that.
Yeah, this is some supply as well. He can even add some more carriers to his army.
But look at Rogue's army supply right now. It is really massive. When you see a Zerg with that type of army supply, look at this, 23 Infestors. Is that only one Viper? Ooh.
Yeah. The Lone Viper, Steph Curry.
Well, he is going to have to abduct from downtown here, man, and get that mothership core most ASAPly.
He's going to have to land the 3 points from a football field away, Artosis.
Yeah.
I was wondering why Neeb whopped in like 11 Zealots. I guess
this is the craziest late game of a PvZ in the history of the game. I'm not exaggerating.
We thought that Mana and Firecake were patient, but this is they
don't even know. Those guys are rushers. Those are cheesers.
Okay, here we go. He's going for it. Rogue moving in right now. Fungal's on top of these Void Rays, but they turn on. A ton of Knurls coming out. So much damage everywhere. It's hard to say what's even happening. Oh my god, he's taking control of Neeb's almost entire force here. But the Void Rays dealing massive, massive amounts of damage. Carriers being targeted down. The Ultra running around underneath. There's nothing for him to attack.
Some of the Spores were attacking, but some of them are not burrowed here. Infestors still trying to do what they can here, but Broodlords are starting to die, and Infestors as well. I think Neeb's done it.
And that's it. GG is